Yo, just wanted to jump on and give a bit of a context about what I'm kind of thinking about, like the quote unquote market, which is obviously a buzzword. Like people say the market, like what the fuck you know about the market? Um, but yeah, what I'm thinking at the moment is people are going to generate results, and then people are not going to generate results. Oftentimes, and more often than not, purely because of external forces that are impacting something. And a lot of what goes on in the internet marketing space and in the tech space as well, in a lot of spaces, is a lot of times it's a matter of capitalizing. It's a matter of finding opportunities and capitalizing on those opportunities. Like Conor McGregor before his, I think it was the Mendes fight or the Aldo fight, he just always said it in his head. He said always was just saying the word capitalize. That's a really really important thing because you can have someone like Carmelo Anthony, right? You can have Carmelo Anthony, who's a beast basketball player, would have averaged like 30 a couple of years, averaged 25 for his career, something crazy, averaged great results for his whole career. Great results. But because of external forces that were impacting him, i.e., the teams that he was on, the talent, etc., he wasn't able to generate any results in the playoffs when it mattered. So he had all this cool stuff. He could shoot the mid range like no one. He could do all this crazy stuff. He could drop 50, 60 in a game, but not get any significant results anyway. Like significant being that winning a championship. Then you can have someone like Robert Horry who was on the Spurs. He was on the bloody Bulls. He was like on these all these great teams. Just got randomly drafted to these good teams or randomly traded or signed to these good teams. He's got 7 rings and he shot 1 3 that was like super. It was like elite that he shot this 1 3 that like won them the game. So you have someone who's A level talent in like a D opportunity vehicle versus someone who's C level talent in triple A plus opportunity vehicles. So this kind of informs, sorry, a lot of what goes into my head when I'm, choosing someone to work with, choosing a client. What are the external forces that are going on in, specific markets? What's going on in X, Y, and Z? What's going on with this? What's that? Simply because I know that there's often so many things that will impact someone's ability to generate results or not generate results. And I feel confident to say that because I've been on both sides. But like, there's times where sometimes it's Melo's fault. Maybe you should have left. You do get to choose your opportunity vehicle in a lot of the stuff that it's likely that if you're watching this video that you do. And so you basically get to choose. But sometimes it's also your fault. So sometimes there's kind of a gap. It's like maybe Melo should have had a better attitude. Maybe he should have done, maybe he should have shot the three better. And yeah, 100% I agree. But at the same time, there was a path to easier resistance. So going back to what the UFC does and the UFC stuff, Chael Sonnen, if you don't know him, is a legend. He always says, I want to fight the easiest guy for the most amount of money. I want to fight the easiest guys, the guys that absolutely suck, and I want to get paid the most amount of possible, the most amount of money possible. Versus, there's a lot of guys in the UFC that say, give me the toughest guys. Alex Volkanovski, give me Makachev on 10 days notice, and then all of a sudden he gets KO'd and he's probably lost a few opportunities as a result. Maybe he should have turned down that fight. I don't know. There's a lot of external forces that were going on there as well that may have impacted his ability to generate a result. So yeah, this is just what I think about. So if that's interesting, let me know, and maybe I'll post more content about this.